Hey everybody, Greg from Park Journey. Hope you're all doing all right. So yesterday we started putting together this video that you're going to see right now, which is basically a past comparison of Knott's Berry Farm versus Magic Mountain, kind of looking at the 2026 passes, going through every conceivable option that you could possibly want for these passes and trying to figure out what is not only the best option for me personally, but what might be the best option for you, all the different options, things like that. And then this morning, of course, we had this huge news break that the CEO of Six Flags is stepping down by the end of the year. Richard Zimmerman is out. Search is on for a new CEO. So we're going to get into all that later. We're going to do a YouTube live at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So check that out. But we're going to just concentrate on passes for right now. This is the final pass video that we're doing. We are done talking about Six Flags passes. We are done with the confusion and the headaches. Hopefully this helps. Most of our audience is in Southern California, so that's why we're concentrating here on Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain. But obviously your local park varies. We're looking at, just these two parks. Knott's is the most expensive of any of the parks. So if your one goal is to save money, then don't get your pass at Knott's. That's basically what it boils down to. But we've got, like I said, we've got a lot of different scenarios here we're going to look at. But before I get into it, make sure you click below to subscribe. As always, greatly appreciated. So again, we took a break from doing this for a few days just because it was giving us a headache. But hopefully this will give you kind of the best option for purchasing your passes. So as I mentioned, we're only looking at the difference between Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain. If we try to do this for every park, there would be like 20 videos, or it would be 90 minutes long, and it's too much. There's too much craziness going on. We do have a straight breakdown of prices, just basically prices for every park. So you can go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link in the description as well. It's also in the blog post that accompanies this video. So basically, we're just going to start. These are just the prices, the comparison side by side of Knott's. So you see, each park does offer a pass that is only for that particular park. With both the Knott's Pass and the Silver Pass, it is only for Knott's Berry Farm and only for Magic Mountain. It does not include Soak City at Knott's. It does not include Hurricane Harbor at Magic Mountain. So depending on if that's all you want, that's all you need, then go ahead and get those passes if you only need the one park. The Silver Pass at Magic Mountain does include parking, so you don't have to worry about that. The Knott's Pass, it does not include parking, so you would have to pay an additional $90 to get the parking pass for that. If you are renewing that pass, you can save $5. Now the Gold Pass, the next one down, is $120 at Knott's Berry Farm, or $115 renewal, and $110 at Magic Mountain. This is the pass that will get you not only Magic Mountain or Knott's Berry Farm, but every single park starting in 2026. So you get to visit 40 plus parks across the board. So go ahead and if that's what you want, there's your choice. There's a gold membership as well. The only way you can do a payment plan at Magic Mountain for a gold pass is for a gold membership, which is $7.50 per month after a $20 down payment. Knott's, you can do the full price, or you can do payments as well. One note on this is the gold pass, if you get it from Knott's Berry Farm, does not include parking. You have to pay $90 extra if you want to add parking to your pass for Knott's Berry Farm. The Gold Pass at Magic Mountain includes parking at Magic Mountain and every other park except for Knott's Berry Farm. So if you have a Magic Mountain Pass and you're going to be visiting Knott's a lot, and you have a Gold Pass, you will have to pay $90 to add Knott's parking to your pass. So keep that in mind as well. And then we get down to the Prestige Pass. This is the one that offers the VIP parking, VIP lounge at Knott's, the 2 free Bring a Friend tickets for this year, 2 free Bring a Friend tickets for next year, which is $245 at Knott's Berry Farm and $175 at Magic Mountain. This is essentially the same exact pass. The only difference is you have to decide, do I want my 2 free Bring a Friend tickets for 2025 for a Legacy Cedar Fair Park, Knott's Berry Farm, or do I want my 2 free Bring a Friend tickets for a Six Flags park in 2025, Magic Mountain? So that's your choice. You can save $70 if you don't care about the free Bring a Friend tickets for Knott's Berry Farm. If you're not going to use them, get your pass at Magic Mountain, save $70. It's the same pass. And then as we move down, there are also prices here for the dining plan. So the one park dining plan for Knott's Berry Farm is $145. One meal plan at Magic Mountain is $70. Two meal plan is $99. All parks dining is the same at both. All parks drink plans are the same at both. The picture package at Knott, which is the fun pics, is $59.99, and at Magic Mountain it's $39.99. The one park fast lane at Knott is $625, considering the longer season, only closed one day a year. Makes sense. Magic Mountain, $499, and then the All Parks Fast Lane is $999. That is the one thing that's consistent across the board, is the All Parks Fast Lane. And then lastly, as I mentioned, that the Knott's/Gold Pass parking is $90 for the year. It is not included in this Magic Mountain Gold Pass either, so you'll have to add that if you want to have all-season parking at Knott's Berry Farm. And then the Knott's Scary Farm Pass is $155. I've heard from more than one source that you can add that to your Magic Mountain Pass after you've purchased it. I have not done it yet, so if you have, please let me know in the comments. But as of right now, I haven't been able to 100% confirm that, but I trust the sources that I've heard it from, so hopefully that is accurate. All right, so let's start breaking down just kind of pass by pass with some options. So we're going to start with the Prestige Pass. I think this is probably the best deal for coaster enthusiasts, for theme park enthusiasts, just because of the parking and everything like that. So Prestige Pass, straight across the board, $245 at Knott's Berry Farm, $175 at Magic Mountain, or if you want the membership at Magic Mountain, $12.99 after a $20 down payment. So this is basically, like I said, if you want to save $70, if price is your only, consideration, Magic Mountain's your best bet. If you want to use those 2 free Bring a Friend tickets at Knott's this year, you're basically saying, it's $35 per ticket. Pretty good deal, honestly, for 2 free Bring a Friend tickets. So $35 a piece. If you are going to be using them at Knott's this year, then Knott's is your best bet. So next we're going to talk about dining. We're going to add in the one park dining plan. So Prestige Pass plus the one park dining plan. Knott's Berry Farm is $390. Magic Mountain is $245 for the one meal and $274 for the 2 meal. So again, what park are you going to be eating at more? Are you going to be eating more at Knott? Are you going to be eating more at Magic Mountain? Knott's has a longer calendar, obviously more food options, things like that than Magic Mountain has. So I think Knott's kind of wins this particular battle of the passes, so to speak. Even with the increased fee there, I think that the one park dining plan is probably better at Knott's, just because of the quality and variety of the food. When we're going to the all parks dining, same scenario. You're talking about that $70 difference between passes here. So it's the same scenario. So do you want to save $70, or do you want to bring a friend ticket for Knott's Berry Farm? That scenario is gonna kind of repeat itself quite a few times. With the drink plan, same thing. Adding in the drink plan, it's the same $70 difference between Knott's and Six Flags Magic Mountain. So again, do I want to save $70? Do I want to use those free friend passes at Knott's? The all parks dining and drink plan, again, same scenario. You can see that it's consistent across the board, $70 difference. And then when we start adding in the fast lane here, again, you're seeing the same scenario. So Prestige was fast lane, the one park and the all park. Obviously, the one park fast lane is more expensive at Knott's Berry Farm, so you're going to get more than the $70 difference there. It's what, $196 difference. And then at adding the all parks, it is just that $70 difference. So again, there's your scenario, depending on which you want. And then lastly, adding in the dining and drink plan along with the fast lane is the same scenario. So you've got the $70 difference between Prestige with all parks dining, the drink plan plus, and fast lane. You're talking a $70 difference. But honestly, if you're starting to pay this much, is really $70, really that big of a deal. If you're closer to Knott's, what's another $70? And then finally, we've got the creme de la creme of passes. So this is basically everything. So Prestige with the all parks dining, the all parks drink plan, the all parks fast lane, and Scary Farm. You can see that there. And I also did put in the payment option for that. So it's $137 per month after a $256.27 initial payment. again, as I mentioned, if you want to add in Knott's Berry Farm, from what I understand, you can do that after you do your Six Flags Magic Mountain Pass. But you can see kind of the price differences there. So if you're paying that much, the winner is Six Flags, basically. So that's basically the most expensive pass that you can get at Six Flags for 2026. All right, so let's go ahead and move down to the Gold Pass. I honestly, considering the parking add-on, I don't really know that this is really an advantage for most people, but we'll run down these passes anyway. Gold Pass at Knott's is $120, $110 at Magic Mountain. Membership at Magic Mountain is $7.50 per month after a $20 down payment. Gold Pass parking is $90, so that you'll get the pass for $210 at Knott's, $110 at Magic Mountain. But if you want to add in that Knott's, $90, obviously it's going to save you $10. Is basically what's going to happen there. If you need to add in that Knott's also. If you don't need Knott's parking, then you're good. You can save $100 off of the Knott's, the Gold Pass at Knott's if you get it at Magic Mountain. So if you're only going to Knott's maybe once or twice a year, or you're not parking at Knott's, there you go. You can save some money. Adding in the one park dining here, you're going to see some pretty similar scenarios as we had for the Prestige Pass. So $355 is the Gold Pass with parking and dining. I am going to add the parking in for each of these Gold Passes just because I think that that's probably a standard that everybody's going to have, unless you're buying one Gold Pass for you and then no parking for the rest of your family. You can subtract that $90, so to speak. And then we've got Magic Mountain, same thing, $180 with the Gold Pass for the 1 meal plan, $209 for the 2 meal pass, and then if you want that Knott's Berry Farm parking, you would add another $90 to that pass. So Gold with all parks dining and drink plan, $418.99 for Knott's. Renewal is $413. You save $5. And then once again, the Magic Mountain for the same price is $100 less, plus the $90 if you want the parking at Knott's. So same scenarios kind of across the board here. Gold Pass with Fast Lane. So if you want the one park Fast Lane at Knott's with your Gold Pass with parking, $745. With all parks is $1,219. At Magic Mountain, $609. Or with the one park Fast Lane, $1,109 if you want the all parks Fast Lane. And again, if you're adding that parking for Knott's, you're going to save a total of $10. So this depends on how you want to do that. Gold with the all parks dining, drink plan plus, and Fast Lane. You've got $1,417 for Knott's and $1,317, $100 difference. Add in the $90 if you want the parking, and you're saving $10. So you can either save $100 if you don't need to add Knott's parking, or $10 if you do. So just as a point of comparison, if you're getting the Prestige Pass with these same options for Knott's Berry Farm, it is a $35 difference. If you're getting the same pass, if you're getting the Prestige Pass at Magic Mountain with these options, it is basically a $45 difference. So when you get to this level, it's not really, you have to start factoring, do I want the, preferred parking? Do I want the VIP lounge? Is that worth $35 or $45 extra per year? So keep that in mind because you don't have to pay that $90 fee for the add-on the parking because you have a Prestige Pass. Parking is included. So keep that in mind as you start getting. If you're considering a Gold Pass with all of these options, Prestige is probably going to end up being your best bet just because the price difference is negligible at this point. $35 for Knott's, $45 for Magic Mountain. When you're getting up to paying $1,400 a year, what's another $35? And then lastly, the pass that I don't think makes any sense, but I wanted to kind of display it anyway, which is the Gold Pass with all parks dining, the drink plan plus, the Fast Lane, and Scary Farm. For Knott's Berry Farm, that is $1,572.99 or $133 per month after a $261.27 initial payment. Just as a caveat there, the Knott's Pass with this option is $1,607.99. So again, a $35 difference. One thing I will point out is the down payment with these options is actually less with the Prestige Pass. The Prestige Pass down payment for these options is $256.27, and the Gold Pass with these options down payment is $261.27. That's because of the parking. That basically adds on another initial down payment just for the parking itself. And then with Magic Mountain, we've got $1,317.99 with these options. The Prestige option is $1,382.99. So again, that $45 difference. So $35 difference for Knott's, $45 difference for Magic Mountain. Again, when you're getting into this level, I would say go ahead and just get the Prestige. I don't think this really makes a whole lot of sense. So hopefully that helped you figure out what pass works best for you. Basically in the end, it really comes down as a few things that might be a priority to you. So, Magic Mountain. So the advantages for Magic Mountain is, it saves you money. It saves you, $70, $35, whatever it is. The 2025 Bring a Friend free ticket is for a Legacy Six Flags park. If that's your thing and you want to go into another, you want to bring a friend to Magic Mountain or another Six Flags park in 2025, you can do that. And the advantage there on Magic Mountain is it's a free Gold Pass parking for all parks except for Knott's Berry Farm. The advantage of getting your pass at Knott's Berry Farm is you have, additional operating days. You have the variety of food for the dining pass, and then for 2025, you can bring a friend to either Knott's Berry Farm or another Cedar Fair park for 2025. So if you're going to be using that at Knott's or Cedar Point, Canada's Wonderland, even Great America, California's Great America, you would want to go ahead and get the Knott's Pass. All right, everybody. Hopefully that finally clears up. Like I said, we are done talking about these passes. I've had it. I'm sure you have too, but make sure you join us for our live chat today at 4 o'clock Pacific. We're going to talk about the CEO stepping down and kind of what this might mean, and kind of questions, and we'll just have some fun. So hope to see you there. Talk to you later.